welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to dive into a really powerful idea from Simon Sinek about how the most inspiring leaders and companies in the world think, act, and communicate.
You know that feeling, that dark moment of disconnection when you're talking, you're explaining, but your words just seem to hang in the air? If you've ever felt that, you're not alone. Let's explore why some messages truly connect, while most just get lost in the noise.
It's funny, most of us, and most companies too, we all communicate in the exact same way. It's a pattern we naturally fall into because it feels logical, but it's a pattern that almost always fails to truly inspire anyone to act.
We have this tendency to communicate from the outside in. And it makes sense, right? We start with the clearest thing, what we do, and move toward the fuzziest thing, which is why we do it. But the thing is, this approach just gives people a list of facts and features. It has no real power to persuade.
And this is what pretty much every company sounds like. It's a perfectly rational message. It's logical. But does it move you? Does it create a real connection? Not really. It's just a sales pitch.
But here's the thing. The truly inspired leaders, the organizations that command this incredible deep loyalty, they think, they act, and they talk in the complete opposite way. And this is the breakthrough moment.
Sinek calls this pattern the golden circle. And it's this simple, but honestly profound framework that helps us understand the power of starting from the inside out, beginning with the one question most of us totally ignore.
And what's so critical to get here is that this isn't about manipulation. It's not about tricks or fancy promotions or using fear. It taps into something way, way deeper, something that aligns with the very biology of how we make decisions. Okay, so let's really get into this. Let's peel back the layers of this idea. We're going to break down the three parts of the circle, starting from that familiar outside layer and working our way to its powerful core. So on the outside, you have the what. This is the easy part. Every single organization on the planet knows what they do. These are the products, their services, your job title. It's concrete and it's easy to talk about.
Then we move in a layer to the how. Now, some companies know this. It's their secret sauce, right? Their unique selling proposition. It's the process or the values that they believe make them special.
And this is the heart of it all, the why. And here's why this matters so much for you. The why is your purpose. It's your cause, your core belief. It's the very reason your organization exists. And it's why you get out of bed in the morning. Frankly, it's the answer to the question, why should anyone care?
So look at this. It's fascinating, right? Just by flipping the order of the information, the entire feeling changes. The first one is a sales pitch, but the second one, that feels like a manifesto. You're not just being asked to buy a computer, you're being invited to join a cause.
And that right there just perfectly captures the whole idea. The products, the services, all the whats, they're just the tangible proof of your cause. They become symbols of a belief that people can hold on to.
Okay, so this is where it gets even more interesting. Because this whole idea, it isn't just some clever opinion or a neat marketing trick. It's actually grounded in the way our brains are physically built.
So get this, the golden circle lines up almost perfectly with how our brain is structured. The outside, the what, that speaks to our neocortex, our rational, analytical brain that understands facts and figures. But the why, that talks directly to our limbic brain, the part that's responsible for all of our feelings, like trust and loyalty. And guess what? It's also where all of our decision-making comes from. You know that feeling when you just have a gut feeling about something? When a decision just feels right, even if you can't put it into words? Well, it's not happening in your stomach. It's happening right there in your limbic brain. See, the part of the brain that makes decisions doesn't control language. It just feels.
Think of it like being on a really bad date. If you just lead with your what's, I'm super rich, I have a big house, a nice car. Even if all of that is true, it just doesn't create a real connection, does it? You're probably not getting a second date.
But what if you started with why? You know what I love? I get to wake up every single day and do something that inspires people. See? Now all that other stuff, the house, the car, it just becomes proof of that passion. That's how you build a real relationship.
So this all leads to the big question, right? The one that really matters. What is your why? Because it's not enough just to find it. You have to bring it to life. You have to live it.
And this is the real work. It's kind of like a mountain climb toward authenticity. It all starts with having crystal clarity of your why. Then comes the discipline of how, not just having values like innovation as nouns on a wall, but living them as verbs. How do you innovate? And finally, you need that consistency of what,
making sure everything you say and do is proof of your original cause. Authenticity isn't something you can just claim. It's the result when all three of these things are in balance.
Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to do business with everyone who needs what you have. The real goal is to connect with the people who believe what you believe. That's where loyalty comes from. That's where trust is really built.
And that leaves just one question. What's your why? It's the question that could really change everything, from the way you lead to the way you live. It is the quiet morning that starts all inspiration. Thanks for joining this explainer.